Third base coach Johnny Padres not happy and after arguing no longer a part of this game. To the sixth, John Kruk's on second. The score is tied at 2. Jim Eisenreich comes through. Actually off the leg of Belcher, it scores Kruk. Bottom of the sixth, the Phils are up 2. Reggie Sanders, see ya. Sanders' 8th of the season. It's now a 1-run game. Bottom of the 8th, same score. Larry Anderson on in relief. Larry Anderson called for the balk. The runners advanced 1 base. Dalton is furious. Fregosi is enraged. Dutch gets tossed, so would Fregosi. The tying run would later score. 3 batters later, the Reds would get the game winner. Jeff Branson at the plate, and he singles the opposite way. The Reds would add an insurance run. Final score, Reds 6, Phillies 4. Schilling pitched 7 innings, gave up 8 hits. Had this to say about the umpires: the guys on the field are supposed to decide the game, not the umpires. A chorus often sung after being booted. Barry Larkin of the Reds, Jim Eisenreich of the Phils, each with 3 hits. Now to Atlanta, and starring in center field, smiling Derek Bell of the Padres. Bottom of the second, Sid Bream's at the plate. And Bream rips one to center, and Bell comes in. Whoops, still able to get it. More from Derek in a moment. Bottom of the 6th, it's 1-0 Padres. Ron Gant at the plate. Wally Whitehurst hasn't won since last September. Gives up the RBI single. Now to the 9th, game is tied at 1. Brian Hunter pinch running at second. Damon Berryhill deep to right center. Bell goes back and can't get it. Hunter easily scores from second. Braves win it 2-1. Greg Maddux gets his 100th career win. Tony Gwynn, who was hitting .478 against Maddux, had to leave after the 8th inning with a strained right calf. The Rockies shell-shocked after the weekend go-round with the Phils, slowing things down against Tim Wakefield. Kevin Young giving chase. Kevin dying to get on TV, and Kevin has made it. Trouble for Tim in the 3rd, leading 1-0. Danny Schaefer to left. Al Martin, whoops. Let's give Schaefer a double. Next up for the knuckleballer, Dante Bichette. He goes to right, and Orlando Merced. Got to be the thin air. Bichette is on 3rd with a triple. Game is tied at 1. Now to the 5th. Rockies up 3-2. Alex Cole, bases loaded. He delivers a double to the gap. Dante and Charlie Hayes both score. Rockies up 5-2. They add another and win. Wakefield now winless in his last 6. Meanwhile, Armando Reynoso, one of the Rockies' bright spots, didn't give up an earned run. Only 47,665 show up, a season low. Down south, rainout number 1 for the Marlins. The game with the Giants rescheduled as part of a twilighter. Marlins owner Wayne Huizenga has said he probably will consider building a new stadium with a retractable dome. Many believe today's rainout will be the first of many in Miami. Mike?
Yes, start of the rainy season. LA's Dodgers were winless on AstroTurf all year until taking 2 of 3 in Pittsburgh. The Dodgers brought a lucky piece of sod from Dodger Stadium, and it worked in the Burgh. So Monday, the sod made the trip to St. Louis for the first of 3 with the Cards. LA looking to continue its hot play a day after having the 11-game streak snapped. Facing the control freak, Bob Tewksbury, and in the first, they get to him early. Offerman, the liner, stabbed by Ozzie Smith. LA up 1-0. In the second, Brett Butler goes down the line, scoring Eric Karros. Butler's going for 3, and he gets there. 2-0 Dodgers. Enough for Candiotti, who had the knuckleball working well. Mark Whitten hits into the 4-6-3 double play. 1 hitter through 6 1/3. Here's the funniest play. Watch the throw through by Mike Piazza. Gets Candiotti as he was trying to get Ozzie Smith stealing second. Piazza trying to erase all evidence of the rookie mistake. LA 5, St. Louis 1. Dodgers, Mets, and Cubs, and Bobby Bonilla. 4th homer in 3 days. 13th of the year. Solo shot, 1-0. Metropolitans. Cubs come back. It's 2-1. Eric Hillman pitching. Candy Maldonado hitting. Single to right. Steve Buechele from second. Will he score? Bobby Bo, the gun. Out at the plate. Bonilla is playing well. Maybe he will have the last lap. Mets bat around. Big 5th inning. Up 3-2. Bases full for Hojo, and Howard Johnson triples to the right field corner. Coleman, Bonilla, Fernandez all come around. The Mets go up 4. They win by 4. And what about Paul Gibson? He pitched well in AAA, fan 5 in relief to get his first win of the year. Montreal in Houston, 5th inning, and Craig Biggio will do the damage for the Stros. A shot to left field off of Brian Barnes. It'll be a double off the wall. Ed Toppinson, the catcher, scores. Houston up 1-0. And Brian Williams, the youngster, pitched well. Here, striking out Delino DeShields with good stuff and scattering 3 hits, a career-high 7 strikeouts, and watch the play of the day. With a guy on second, Ken Caminiti with what he called his best catch ever because it saved tying run and helped ensure a 2-1 Houston win. Houston's won 3 in a row. Steve Finley had the game-winning sac fly.
Fenway for Mr. Cohn. His ERA over the last three, a measly 1.50. He's getting help in the field. Mo Vaughn robbed by Chico Lean. Also prevented a run. Chico at the plate, fourth inning. Bases are loaded. Two down, and he delivers right over Vaughn. Two come plateward, both cross safely. It's 3-1. Now to the eighth. Mark Gubiza on in relief. Wild pitch that rolls to the seats. Mike McFarland gives chase, back to get it. And he gets a lot more than he bargained for. More than the ball. He takes an umbrella to the back. Sox fans all wet. Bases loaded, and Gubiza gets Bob Melvin. Royals win it 5-3. The 5 runs scored by KC, the most this season when Cohn was pitching. Steady rain didn't seem to bother the Royals. After the game, Hal McRae said about his club, "We've got good mutters." That's a golf term. Rangers reeling from 3 losses to the Red Sox, traveling to Minnesota. On the hill, Charlie Leibrandt, David McCarty, you're gone. Kevin Tapani also pitching well. He's getting help. Butch Davis goes deep to center, and Kirby, Plastic Man Puckett above the bag, and he brings it back. Super play by Kirby. Rangers get the first run in the second. Gary Reedus chops it to Pat Mears. Gino Petralli caught in the rundown, and the Twins, they play catch with it. They get Petralli, but Reedus is safe at second, and Dean Palmer has crossed the plate. The first run, the only run. Leibrandt exorcising some ghosts. Last time he pitched in the Metrodome, Kirby Puckett hit a game-winning home run in the 11th inning. Twins manager Tom Kelly said of Leibrandt, "That may be the slowest I've ever seen a guy throw the baseball."
Memorial Day at the stadium, 5th inning. Dennis Cook facing Gerald Williams, sends it to deep center. Kenny Lofton can't track it down. It's a triple for Ice. Next up, Pat Kelly, who will score Ice with a single to center. Yanks up 3-1 at that point. Still in the 5th, Jim Leyritz continues his solid performance, lining a single up the middle. It scores Mike Gallego and Spike Owen. Yanks up 6-1. Hensley Mullins, 0 for 6 on the year, says take that O and do something with it. Ballpark wouldn't hold that shot to left, his first homer of the season, his first hit of the season. And this man wearing that beautiful holiday jacket watches the Yankees win 8-2. Hey, they scored runs from Melito Perez. They've been averaging about 2 a game in his first 8 starts. Here they get 8 as Perez gets 4 straight for the Yanks, who had their 2nd straight winning month. Nothing at this point. It's the 6th, and Cal Ripken, who's had 6 hits in his last 10 at-bats, raises the average to 217, puts the O's up 2-0. Bottom of the 7th, Mike Mussina. Another great pitching outing. Brent Gates at bat with a man on. It's a base hit into left field. Mike Aldretti scores. A's cut the lead to 3-1, but Mussina too tough. I mentioned a good day. Lance Blankenship up. Lance Blankenship watching and sent back to the bench. Mussina stops a 3-game slide. He's done that a couple of times this year. Leads the Bigs are tied with the big league leaders for 7 wins. He doesn't even want to start talking about possibly starting the All-Star game, which will be played in Baltimore. Boy, these Canadian guys are playing well in California, and LA King fans hope the same doesn't happen when the Stanley Cup Finals start. 5 homers for the Jays, including Robbie Alomar's gamer in the 7th. Jays lead the Bigs with 61 homers.